Good evening, everyone. Welcome to senior night for the class of 2019, as the Braves look to get payback against Deer Park for their only CHL loss of the season. Before we get to our outstanding group of seniors, let's take a quick look at tonight's game. Deer Park comes in at 6-4 overall in the CHL, good for number 4 place in the league, and they're 12-5 overall. Wildcats pulled off a stunning upset of the Braves 2 weeks ago at Deer Park when they went on an 18-0 run in the second half on the way to erasing what had been a 43-23 Braves advantage. In this total collapse for Indian Hill, everything that could go wrong for the Braves in that stretch did go wrong. And everything that could go right for Deer Park, well, that happened too, in a perfect storm that ruined Indian Hill's quest for only the 3rd undefeated CHL season in school history. So, revenge will be on the Braves' mind tonight, as well as keeping at the top of the league head into Saturday's game for the title at Wyoming. Deer Park plays an up-tempo perimeter game, chaotic defense, but if the Braves keep their composure and don't repeat the mistakes of the first game, they should come away with a victory tonight. So in just a minute, we'll take you down to the floor and turn things over to our PA guys, including myself, as we celebrate the accomplishments of our senior class. This is a group that's come a long way since they first started playing together back in middle school on a team that went 37-1 over those 2 years. But ultimately, they lost 2 starters to transfer and another 2 to club soccer. But those young ladies who remained have become the backbone of a great team and a great program. The tennis player of the year, the 2 soccer all-stars, and the standout track athletes you'll see tonight have each shown that they're also standouts on the hardwood. So Tom Price and I will be right back live with you right after the anthem. But in the meantime, we're going to take a few minutes and proudly walk out with our daughters as they take to the Indian Hill hardwood for the last time. So let's head down to the floor to honor Nina Price, Clarity Hamill, Kate Mars, Lauren James, Aya Alzubi, and Alana Love, our 2019 seniors. See you in a bit.
Coverage of tonight's game on the Indian Hill Television Network is a presentation of the Indian Hill High School Video Department. The Video Department provides
the city of Dallas, Texas, the Indian Hill High School class of 1982, the Sycamore High School class of, oh my God, you were seriously old, the University of Cincinnati, the Verdon Company, where everyone knows what a wahoo is, Trinity College, the Ohio State University College of Optometry, the 1977 national champion of Boulder Crusaders, and a whole boatload of dental school professors. It's a tradition here at Indian Hill, as it is with many schools, that we recognize the ladies on the other side of me here because they are equally deserving of recognition. They put in a lot of time and effort over the years and been dedicated to their school and their sport. So I'd like to introduce briefly each member of the Deer Park senior class who's with us here tonight. So we'll just walk out here. If you would say Our first senior tonight is Alana Love. She's escorted by her mother, Geneva Love. This is Alana's first year as a Brave, and besides basketball, she also runs track. At her previous high school, Alana played volleyball, basketball, softball, and track, and was voted the MVP of the softball team. Her favorite hoops memories are her old school going to state and the team dinners with the team this year. In her spare time, Alana plays the clarinet and works at Chick-fil-A. She plans to attend the University of Cincinnati next fall, studying criminal justice and information technology. Oh, don't eat her much, guys. Her advice to young players who need it. Gia! Alana would like to thank the family and her teammates for the support this year. Alana, love everyone. Our next senior, Ayal Zubi. Parents, Dr. Al-Zubi and Dr. Maison. I have been playing basketball for 9 years, the past 6 years as part of the Indian Hill Hoops program, and this is her second year on the varsity. I also runs track with the Braves and is a Ohio State champion and junior Olympics contender in Taekwondo. I am a member of the National Honor Society, Student Council, Braves Conversations, and managing team for the Young Activists Coalition, which is a social justice coalition based here in Cincinnati. She's also the co-president of the Science Olympiad team, which is a basketball academy, and the founder of the United Nations Youth Delegation Program. And in her spare time, that's enough. Her favorite hoops memory involves railroads. Her advice to future Braves is to always take a moment to self-reflect. It makes you aware not only of who you are, but also the roles, situations, challenges, and others who play in your life. In other words, go on a date with yourself. 10 years down the road, I see yourself making a difference in the lives of underprivileged youth through platforms such as sports so that they can share their voice with the world. I has a 4.93 GPA and plans to attend school in California, majoring in Middle Eastern Studies and Women and Gender Studies with focus on sports. Ayal Zubi, everybody. LJ. Our next speaker is Lauren James. She's escorted by James. Lauren's been playing basketball for 7 years. This is her 3rd year on the Indian Hill Varsity. Lauren's also been part of the track and field hockey teams. She's been voted the Braves Award and defensive MVP in past seasons. Outside of sports, Lauren is in Spanish Club and Courageous Conversations. She plans on attending the University of Cincinnati in fall to follow in her mom's footsteps to become a nurse. Her favorite hoops memory is the Hunger Games freshman year. Lauren advises young players to stick with sports, even though it gets tough sometimes, and to always encourage others. The bonds you make in basketball will help you outside basketball too. 10 years after, Lauren sees herself chilling at home and a long life. Lauren James. Yes. Kate Mars is our next senior. She's escorted by her parents, Mr. Mars and Mark Mars. Kate's been playing sports since kindergarten, and this is her 6th year in the Indian Hill program and 3rd on the Braves Varsity. Kate's been a Southwest Ohio and CHL Scholar Athlete each year, and it's also been a key part of the Braves soccer program, where she's been a 2-year starter between the pipes, helping the Braves get back-to-back state titles. She was the first team All-CHL performer this fall, which also an in-player All-Star and a goalie on the Southwest Ohio All-Star game. She's also a goalie for Cincinnati United Premier's goal team. Besides her athletic prowess, Kate is also in Partners Club, French Club, and is a trained student leader while also participating in the Kids Fair. Kate is a 3.9 GPA and plans to study architecture at UC. Besides winning the state title 2 years in a row, Kate's favorite sports memories are meeting her best friends in the world and beating Peyton last month. Her advice to young players is stay with the sports you want to play because you can always make time for things you love to do. 10 years down the road, Kate, you can see her pretty much anywhere except as long as it's not in prison, right? Kate Mars. And Kate, I noticed that you and Nina and Claire 1988 is her favorite basketball memory, so we'll talk about that later. Our next senior, Nina Price. Nina is supported by her parents, Tom and Lisa Price. Nina's been a standout basketball player for nearly a decade. It is in her fourth year on the Braves varsity and her third as a starter. She's been an all-CHL performer the past 2 years and is in the top 10 on the Braves all-time assist list. Beyond basketball, and besides being a top lacrosse player, this outstanding athlete is also one of the premier tennis players in the state of Ohio, winning this year's district title and being named the Enquire's Doubles Player of the Year, along with her playing partner Samantha Craig. Her 4 years on the varsity tennis team have helped the Braves continue to be one of the best teams in the state every year. Nina's National Honor Society member, is a National Merit finalist. She's been an all-CHL athlete in 3 sports every single year, and is an academic All-American in lacrosse. When she's not on the field or on the court, Nina works at Children's Hospital. Although she hasn't decided where she's going to college in the fall, her 4.63 GPA will leave her with lots of choices. Even with all her accomplishments, Nina's favorite basketball memory is hanging out in the locker room pregame listening to I'm Not a Vampire. Her advice to the next generation of Braves is to make the most out of every game and every practice. And as for her playing standards down the road, Nina is refreshingly honest about this, saying, I don't have a clue. I can't even tell you where I'm going to college in 6 months, let alone where I'll be 10 years from now. Nina Price. I'm going to turn the microphone over to her now.
Well, I get the special honor of introducing Chuck and his daughter momentarily, and it's been fun, girls, to be the announcement of all your kids. Here, huh? So, our final senior today is Claire DeHamel. She's escorted by her parents, Debbie Wright, after Debbie Wright, and Chuck DeHamel. Claire began playing soccer in kindergarten and hit the hardwood for the first time in 3rd grade. She became the Braves starting point guard late in her freshman year, twice earning all CHL honors, as well as an Empire Southwest Ohio All-Star last year, when she led the CHL in 3-point shooting and was second in assists. Claire currently ranks 4th on the Braves career assist list. In soccer, Claire is a 4-year varsity starter and 4-time All-CHL performer and an All-Empire All-Star, as well as first-team All-Southwest Ohio region player. Her 87 consecutive games, 85 consecutive starts, and 70 wins are all school records. She also plays for the Cincinnati United Premier Goal Team and has been part of the Cup soccer for the past 10 years. Claire has been a CHL Scholar athlete in both sports each year in high school. She is committed to play soccer next year at the University of Indianapolis, where she will study education so that she can come back one day, teach at Indian Hill, and take Amy Dunlop's job. Amy Chuck wrote this, not me. While she has many great sports memories, including the obvious ones hanging on the wall over here for her achievements in soccer. Her favorite hoops moment was last year against Sycamore when she made a last-second assist to Nina Price through the legs of Mackenzie Atkinson to tie the game. Her advice to younger players is, follow your heart and tie your shoes. 10 years from now, Claire sees herself touring the country with Shawn Mendes and being TikTok famous for her music ads. Oh, and still waiting for permission to drive a Tesla. Claire DeHamel. Congratulations to all our seniors, and thank you for all your efforts over the years, both to you players and to you parents. Thank you. Have been selected according to the procedures adopted by the Ohio High School and the Cincinnati Hills League. The officials for today's contest are Bob Cruzmont, Darwin Oxley, and Justin Sharkey. We live in a country like no other. We ask everyone to please rise and remove your caps for our national anthem. This evening, we have a special performance of the national anthem. Bassist and musical director for Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Bootsy Collins, rubber band, and head coach of the Indian Hill Junior Varsity Lady Braves, our very own Coach Cobb, better known as Monster Mike. The starters this evening, number 4, Maddie Hinton. Number 5, Bailey Weaver. Number 23, Tori Mackey. Number 24, Janae Rose. And number 42, Samantha Schreiber. The Wildcats are coached by Tim Folke. He's assisted by Holly Folke. And now for your Indian Hill Braves.
Okay, can you hear us okay? All right, folks. Welcome to tonight's game. We're going to shut up while the Braves are introduced.
Let's give them a great send-off on Indian Hill. The first starter, number 20, Nina Price. Number 23, Claire DeHemel. Number 31, Aya Al-Zubi.
So we've got an all senior starting lineup tonight
We do.
in honor of senior night for the Braves. Braves have 5 seniors: Nina,
can
Claire,
see the,
Aya, Lauren, and Kate.
So the girls,
Not a bad starting lineup in and of itself.
girls throwing their old T-shirts into the stands, and I think Mrs. James got like 3 of them.
Well, she's still got some to come, so she
There
can
you
use
go.
them.
Good enough. Good enough. Okay, so we are live here. So, folks, thank you for watching at home, or
We are
watching.
looking live from Indian Hills.
Yeah, or if you're watching on tape, like most of us will after the fact. This was senior night, and you got to see the Braves get introduced. There's 6 seniors, 5 of whom are on the floor right now to start the game. Nina and Claire, the usual starters, and then Kate Mars, Aya Al-Zubi, and LJ.
That's a great touch by Coach Rachel, letting the 5 seniors start. I think that's great.
We'll see how long that lasts. Go strong, Aya. Come on, Lauren.
Pitches it off to Lauren Payne, can't get it to go.
Yeah, that was kind of a haphazard shot. I don't think she either had control of that or just tried to force it up there against Janae Rose.
Maybe
Deer Park's big
carry
post.
over the excitement from senior night.
Yep.
Shot up, went up a little bit fast. I'm sure they'll calm down here in a second.
So Tom and I were just talking that the implosion by the Braves a couple weeks ago at Deer Park was the not only their only CHL loss of the year and only their second overall loss of the year, but first time the Braves senior class had ever lost to Deer Park in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, great
nice pass by Aya.
Zumi to Lauren James.
Yeah, Braves break the press. Aya takes her time. Lauren right on the other side, went on 2-on-1.
Great ball, great passing down the court by the Braves on that transition from the Deer Park turnover. Deer Park looks inside. It's going to be out of bounds. Back to the Braves.
But hopefully, we won't dwell on that defeat too much here, but that was the perfect storm where everything the Braves did for a 5 or 6 minute stretch in the third into fourth quarter went wrong, and everything that Deer Park threw up seemed to go in. Take the shot, Claire.
Claire pulls up, 2-pointer off the back of the rim.
She should have
Can't get the rebound. It's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be Deer Park ball. I think in a way, Chuck, they're going to lose that game. I kind of like the fact that this game is coming quickly on the heels of that game, so it's fresh in their mind of the Lady Braves here. Hopefully they'll approach this game with a little bit of fire in their belly to seek a little bit of revenge. Oh, there's an inbound pass.
Nice,
Nina. Nina gets the block.
Yeah, Nina got her. Yeah, Hen was open there for a second. Nina got her hand on the ball first, and then slowed things down enough to be able to stuff her.
Yeah, that ball.
Nice,
I don't think that ball ever saw in the air. Up, inbound pass stolen by Claire to Hamill.
Yeah, it's about the easiest steal she's ever
bring it all the way up court. She goes in and draws a foul.
Nope.
Oh no, they're going to call that offensive
Now,
foul.
and you know what, Claire, stop and pop. That was that's exactly the right call. That was I don't know what she's thinking there, but I appreciate the aggressiveness, but that was an obvious call. She's got to stop and pop, or just keep under control better. She can ill afford to get in foul trouble. She fouled out of the Deer Park game at Deer Park. About the easiest steal she's ever going to get. Lauren with some hands.
Again, Deer Park turns the ball over. It'll be Braves ball. Nope, it's going to stay with Deer Park. They'll inbound the basket. Inbounded underneath their basket.
Kate Mars on Tori Mackey. Kate falls for the head fake, but
shots blocked again.
Janae Rose.
Ball goes out.
Oh, good. That's going to be
still Deer Park
ball, but Nina getting over there quickly, and Janae Rose missing the bunny.
Yep.
And that's what we need.
Indian Hill caught a break there. Janelle missed an easy lay-in. Inbound pass, almost stolen by Claire.
Get your hands off of her.
Deer Park with a long two-pointer. It's no good. Janelle Rose comes up with another rebound.
Lauren, don't reach. There you go. Don't. Oh, Aya.
Tricky pass.
I thought Nina fouled her there, but
Fuss goes up, and Nina comes down with the rebound. She'll bring it up, throws it over to Claire, takes, three-pointer. Nina drives the basket, kicks it out to Aya, back out to Kate.
Yeah, that's about the easiest steal she's ever
bring it
going
all
to
the way
get.
up court.
That's an errant pass. Kate Marsden, look, don't foul, whatever you do.
Oh, no,
for God's sakes.
They're gonna get Claire on a
Yeah,
foul.
that's 2.5 minutes into the game. She's already picked up her second, and she's going to get yanked.
Okay, and here come the three regular starters. Maddie Antonucci, Annie Isfording. Ella Riggs comes in.
Well, no,
Nina,
Claire's going to stay on the floor with the two, but that's just...
Claire
Claire's
go
going
out.
out. Nina's staying in, or Kate Mars staying in the game. But yeah, that is just an inexcusably, I've always said to everybody, and to Claire in particular, you can get the basket back, you cannot get the foul back. So...
good defense by the Braves, forcing another turnover. Oh, they're going to keep that to Deer Park. No. Yeah, it's going to stay Deer Park's ball. I thought that was off Deer Park. Maybe an Indian Hill player tipped it on the way out. Braves put Maddie Antonucci on Janelle Rose down low. I think that's a good move. Braves are going to get hit with a foul, though. I think that's going to be it's going to be Nina Price, number 20.
Yep, so that's the third team foul now on Indian Hill.
On a block.
Nice pass in. Oh, Nooch got faked. Get up. Kate got a hand on the ball, and Maddie comes down with the board. Yeah, foul trouble was the bugaboo for the Braves.
Riggs, great pass to Maddie Antonucci down low, lays it in.
Good thread into the teeth of the zone, and nice feed down, dump down to Maddie, and Braves are up 4-zip.
Beautiful drive and feed by Ella Riggs on that.
Somebody pick her up, Kate. Get your hands up. Oh, box her out. Oh, and Kate just leveled her. Yeah, that's Tori Mackey's going to go to the. Okay, I'm not sure exactly where the Kate came flying over on her on the rebound. I don't know why that would be a shooting foul, but Tori Mackey hits the first, and the Deer Park Wildcats are on the board. Now, foul trouble was a bugaboo for the Braves at at Deer Park. Under control, Kate. Under control.
Oh, Ella Riggs drives to the basket, lays it in off the pass from Kate Mars.
6-1 Braves now.
Really nice transition by the Braves there. Kate Mars pushed it off ball quickly. Oh, Braves almost get another steal. We're back with a long three-pointer. It's good.
And you know the Wildcats, as we saw in the first game, although they're not a good shooting team overall, they are capable of making those. And the ball gets knocked away from behind from Maddie Antonucci.
That'll be the Braves ball into the basket. Ella Riggs will inbound the ball.
Our first senior tonight is Alana Love. She's escorted by her mother, Janine Love.
It into Kate Mars, swings it over to Annie Isfording.
Yep, and double dribble is called on Nina. Halfway through the first quarter, Braves the 2-point lead, 6-4. Running a full court man-to-man pressure. Get your hands off there, Annie. Oh, Kate watched her go right by her.
Are they going to pick Nina up with another foul there?
You know that
the young lady just foul. Boy, that was really touchy.
But you know that she should never have gotten that far. I mean, she drove from the outside the circle and beat her defender, and then Kate just kind of stood there.
That's a really touchy foul. I tell you, they're calling it. They're going to call him like that the whole game. We're going to have a lot of fouls.
Yep. So that's the 5th team foul in Indian Hill already.
I think the ref is coming over to Nina to explain maybe why that wasn't on the foul.
Hit and misses her first. Lines up the second, and that's going to be right down the pipe. And it's a 1-point Braves advantage. Riggs, I think that's going to be a jump ball, or no, foul.
Well, I'll tell you, they're going to call him real touchy tonight. So,
yeah, I thought maybe that girl had Maddie on a jump ball as Maddie went up with the, and she got the feed in from Ella, but Deer Park finally gets called for one. Nooch at the line, shooting 2.
First one's good.
Maddie, the leading scorer in the CHL, just a hair under 20 a game. Ella Riggs, number 2 at 17-something. Nooch hits her second. Braves up 8-5.
Deer Park goes up kind of a wild three-pointer.
Yeah, it's a kind of a brick, and
I let them have that shot all night.
Annie with the easy board, and she's going to try one for 3. That's going to be way off. Somebody go there. Goes Nina made a nice try to get the long carom, but couldn't quite get there in time. And we'll bring the ball up again for Tori Mackey launching one again, and
Ella Riggs gets a rebound. I'd really like to see the Braves work the ball inside and not rely so much on the three-pointer. That's going to be out of bounds. Going to stay with the Braves.
Yeah, Ella kind of
a little sloppy ball handling.
Yeah, Ella kind of uncharacteristically got her pocket picked. Kind of going about 3/4, 80% up the sideline, and with Maddie open, and I don't know if she didn't see that player on her or not. But yeah, still a little bit of a sloppy ball handling by the Braves in the early going. Just under 3 left here. Nina crosses the lane and
loses smoke over to K. Mars.
you know, even with Claire sitting on the bench, this is still a good ball handling.
Ella Riggs all the way to the basket, gets
Nice
it
drive.
in. Great move by Ella Riggs.
Yeah, there's
That's what I'd like to see the Braves do, is take that ball right to the basket.
because, you know, aside from Kate, you know, Kate's not a ball handler, but, you know, the other 4 on the floor are very capable ball handlers and little uncharacteristically sloppy for Indian Hill. And Nooch hands straight up, good defense.
Nice block by Maddie.
Kate, just hands up, Kate. There you go.
Yep, forces to travel.
There you go.
Be back to the Braves. They're up 10-5 with 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, you know, we've got a lot of height on the floor right now, and, you know, the girls just. And this is applicable to pretty much all high school girls
Come on,
basketball.
push that ball up. There
Nice
you go.
pass.
Find Ella.
Nooch is going to take a 12-footer, nails
He
it.
nails it.
But yeah, defensively, if you just stand there, put your hands up, don't be reaching in all the time, you're liable to get called for the foul. And as the Braves have unfortunately found out here so far. And, Kate under control. High school recovery.
Come on, push that ball up. There you
Nice
go.
pass.
Find
He's
Ella.
just going to
Maddie.
take to Bailey Weaver. Tries to get the ball into Rose, and that's way short. Kate Mars is going to get the board. Under
Kate
control,
pushes
Kate.
it
Under
up.
control, Kate. That's what got her in
slow.
trouble over at Deer Park.
Well, you know, there's no reason to push that ball up. She didn't have any path to the basket. There were no players to pass to near the basket.
Yeah.
Might as well just pull it back out and set the offense.
And again, you know, I love Venus to death, but sometimes she thinks she's a combo guard, and she's not. Just play within yourself, do what you do well, work within the structure, and let the game come to you. So Peyton Mars, I know you're listening. I'm not sure exactly where you're stationed, and for, you know, security purposes, maybe we can't tell you, but Kate Mars' older brother, serving our country. I believe you're listening right now, so you know I love your sister. So don't give me a hard time if I say a few critical things about her. Because you're far away anyway, but you know how to use a gun and I don't.
Deer Park call with the offensive foul there. Ball go back to the Braves.
Minute left here and Braves up 12-5.
Now this is interesting. I don't know why Deer Park has Janae Rose playing up on the press. Leaves the smaller people in their backcourt. We didn't take advantage of that time, but we did the last time, and we
well,
should
you know,
take
they did
advantage
that.
of
That's been the other game when they did press in the games that I had scouted them. Oh, good job, Annie Isferding
with a steal.
And she just got fouled by Rose, but no call.
Pushes it up to Ella Riggs.
Nice Euro step
Pulls
in.
up,
Got
she's
fouled.
going to get fouled. Almost gets an opportunity for a three-point play, but draws a foul. Nice drive to the basket by Ella Riggs.
Nice hesitation to head fake by Ella and got her defender out on her, and then kind of crossed over and got herself in line for a nice shot. But yeah, no, the game at Deer Park and the other times I've seen Deer Park play, they actually do have Rose as a regular course of that 1-2-2 trap pressing defense full court. They have Rose up top. And yeah, the drawback is, you know, okay, the benefit of it is she's got long arms, but the Braves have the ball handling to be able to beat that, and they really did a lot against Deer Park in the first half of that game.
Deer Park throws up another three-pointer, not good. Ella Riggs with the rebound.
But the drawback of it is that
Pushes it up, swings it out to Kate Mars.
Take the shot, Nooch.
Maddie
That's gonna
for
drop.
three. It's good. Maddie,
That's
it's an
pretty.
Nucci.
That's pretty. You know, you give Maddie.
What else is Nucci? Another big three-pointer by Maddie.
Yeah, you give her that kind of time, and she's going to nail a lot of. That's a travel.
That's a travel, yep.
There you go. A little bit of a delayed call.
Braves are going to have one more chance to extend their lead here at the end of the first quarter. They're up by 12.
I think you called that about 2 seconds before the referee actually did.
Be a great opportunity to put another one in the basket here. 8 seconds. They're going to push it up. 5 seconds. Three! Have to hurry. Oh, they great pass to Ella Riggs, who lays it in. It's good. Oh, great over-the-top pass by Annie to Ella Riggs.
Yeah, that's a sort of a modified aviator play that they've run a number of times in the past.
Boy, that was well done. Scores it with 0.2 seconds to go in the first quarter.
14-point
Wonder if we can
advantage
get a
after the first
replay of
half.
that. That was just a beautiful pass by Annie Isferding.
Okay, looks like, well, if we do have a replay, we'll see Nooch and the three if we're able to pull that up.
What a great, strong way for the Braves end the first quarter on a strong note. I definitely don't want to see them get
Yeah, there's
completely
Maddie,
cooked.
nice and squared. Nobody on her.
Yeah.
All the time in the world to
Pull it
take
out.
this shot, and
This is money right in there. Beautiful form.
Summerall, AAA.
Maddie's going to hit that one
Nothing but net
more
on that
often
one.
than not with, you know,
Yeah, you give Maddie a long look at the basket, and it's pretty much good as gold.
yeah, that's one of those situations where you and I could probably hit a few of those given that much time and that being that wide open.
Not sure I'd go quite that far, but
Well, maybe we could hit
I'd
a
like
couple.
to think so.
Maybe
In
four.
fact, maybe when we were Maddie's age.
I was gonna say when I was 40 years ago, though, we didn't. When I was playing, we didn't have 3-point lines anyway. So, and I was never allowed to shoot beyond 3 feet. So,
All right, Braves come out with the same 5, and I hope they have the mindset to keep piling it on. No lead, as they learned the other night, is safe. So they should come out with the same intensity and keep rolling up the score if they can. Oh, and
trying
Andy
to
for the
get her
cuts of the
pocket picked
steal.
by Andy. Oh, and Andy just turned it right back over.
But she's going to force a jump ball, and it's going to go to the Braves. Great
Yeah,
hustle on defense by Andy Isfording.
yeah. Andy Escherding with a nice play, and then unfortunately kind of turned the ball right back over, but hustles like crazy and gets the Anuj, just turns around and they're going to let her shoot. Oh, can't hit that one, but she grabs the board. That's a kick.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, okay. I thought the ref there, he kind of held up like he was going to call some numbers there, but
I think
he did
kicking
call
on
the
that.
kick.
Yeah, kick on Deer Park. Braves.
And the
Timeout,
Wildcats
Deer Park.
are going to have the 32nd Deer Park, it looks like. 19-5 Braves up.
Deacon Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and the Friends Hospital Health Network provide
So far, you know, the Deer Park has had some pretty good looks. They haven't been hitting like they did over at Deer Park, fortunately for us. But
Steph Curry doesn't often hit like Deer Park hit the other night.
yeah,
that was,
I'll tell you what, that's just
that was something.
trying to keep the Braves on the field.
They could do no wrong. They could miss no shot.
And I tell you, you know,
we might have a little regression to the mean here tonight, Chuck.
Thank you, and I actually understood that reference.
Anyways,
long
Nina's
time
gonna
since I took
inbound it under
stats.
the hoop. She's got Kate Mars.
Over to Ish around up the top. Maddie can, I think Maddie can take her defenders, I think, anytime she wants here, but Kate's going to, that's a travel.
Oh, wow. Guess she didn't leave her feet.
Nucci's going to
Maddie
try
with
that
a wide
one,
open
though.
three-pointer, nothing but net. Maddie and Sanucci stroking it.
Nucci
Another
with
three-pointer.
12 of the Braves' 22 so far here.
Oh,
nice hands
Annie
there.
had to tip. Nina had that ball if Annie didn't tip it.
That's another jump.
Oh, if Annie hadn't tipped that ball, Nina had a wide open path down the court. Both of them saw that pass
Yeah.
about 3 seconds early.
Yeah, I mean, there's certainly been a couple of lapses defensively. For the most part, the Braves are playing with a little more aggressiveness and passion.
Deer Park.
That was not a good foul, though.
I think they're going to get Annie Isfording there for a foul. Deer
Now,
Park
again,
is-
the propensity of high school girls players to want to try to block shots. I'm not trying to, pick on Annie here in this particular situation, but most high school players are not good shooters, and they're going to make wild drives like that. They have a 10 or 15% chance of maybe it going in. Don't foul. Keep your hands up. Make life difficult a little bit, but don't try to block the shot unless you have it in the can. So Ellie rigs the board. Nucci's going to drive, and there's another
she draws a foul.
example of it's hard defense and Maddie Hidden going in there and attacking Nucci. But she had no chance of blocking that shot. She would have been better suited just to get kind of in Maddie's face and harass her and make life difficult. But Nucci's going to go to the line where she's usually money, and she is on that first shot.
Rivers with the rebound.
But the drawback of it is that
Push it, is it up? Swings it up. And free throw up. And good.
again, Maddie with 14 already here in the first half. 14 of the Braves 24, and it's 18-point Braves lead. Nooch picks it.
Maddie with a nice steal.
Kate, why somebody give the ball up? Thank you, dear. Looks like Lauren James is going to see some action here in just a minute. Kate.
Oh, that was not a good pass.
Trying to make a skip pass where it wasn't there. And Maddie kind of, again, to my point a few minutes
that ball
ago.
wasn't going to go in. I think that girl's right-handed. She was going left-handed layup.
Yeah, just go straight up, put your hands up, make life difficult.
7th foul at the line, shooting 2 for Deer Park is number 5,
Bailey Weaver at the line for Deer Park.
And that's the Braves' 7th team foul, so Deer Park's now in the bonus. Lauren James coming in for Kate Mars.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Tom, but I think Deer Park has only one bucket in the rest of the points have been from the free throw. That's a travel.
Wow, that could very well be, Chuck. They have not shot well from the field.
Oh, Nina takes it back, and Nooch with the board. And Maddie's going to play the de facto point.
Oh.
Just under 6 minutes left here in the first half. She's going to try one.
Three-pointer.
That's going to be short.
A little short.
Lauren needs to step around her. Deer Park Schreibus did a good job at boxing Lauren, but Lauren could do a nice little spin on her. She's bigger and faster and has better footwork than Schreibus does.
Oh, Maddie Antonucci with a fabulous block on Janae Rose. Really a nice defensive play by Maddie on that. Swatted that ball out of bounds. That was really nice defense by Maddie. Oh, they get in low. And Lauren James with the block. Oh, they're going to get her with the body. Yeah. But you know what? Her hand got all ball.
Yeah, and again, that's the one where
I think Lauren knows she got that. She got all ball with her hands, just got her body on her a little bit. Yeah. So Janae Rose is going to be shooting too.
And that's not a bad foul, although again,
no, I think that
if Lauren, doesn't foul her, then
no, I think that's a good foul because that would have been.
Janae probably is going to make it.
She's going to probably make that basket. She's right underneath.
Yeah, but Janae Rose not a good free thrower, sub 50%. Yeah, I saw there in the first. She made a couple against Indian Hill, as did everybody last time. Switches that one, but on the year she's down in the upper 30s, low 40s in terms of free throw percentage. Oh, Annie Estrada, you better go get it. Nice hit. That's an over and back. Yeah, fortunately Annie got back to grab that ball. Otherwise, that would have been a live ball turnover that would have resulted in a bucket for the Wildcats.
Fabulous block.
And Claire finally is allowed out of the doghouse. But understandably so. It's she needs to think about game situation, and especially as a senior, there you go. Don't pick up another foul right away. That's a
Deer Park with another
Nooch with the board.
Rebound.
She's going to push it up.
Pushes it
looking
up.
For Riggs on the wing, and Ella throws it away.
Braves,
but fortunately,
a little sloppy passing by the Braves in the last couple.
Yeah,
of
just I think they've gotten kind of a little complacent with some of the lower echelon teams that they've played here in the CHL this year. And Deer Park, for their other troubles, they have some perimeter players that are quick, fast, good athletes. We did the pregame intros for them as senior night. Maddie Hinton, Bailey
with a fabulous block.
To a certain extent, Tori Mackey. Good perimeter players and really good athletes. And I think we're taking a little too much. Lauren could do a nice little spin on her.
Something tells me that Rachel's not going to let these girls get complacent tonight.
Nina Campbell.
Oh my God! I don't know how that ball.
That was a beautiful post. Nina with the up. Nina picks it up.
God,
Nina did a fantastic flash in, but got her ball there. Claire fed her beautifully. Nina turned around and
picked up
from about 8 feet and just couldn't get that roll. But that was a really nicely constructed play. But Nina, unfortunately,
Nina really is not. Got to watch her fouls. A fabulous block. Probably going to the bench for the rest of the half.
Yeah. So
Nina has really got to watch the her fouls. That's just a silly foul. No reason for the foul. She just got probably a little frustrated and careless there. Deer Park's at the line in the bonus, misses the free throw.
Riggs gets up with a nice. Ella is
fabulous block.
Deceptive. She's got really long arms. She's got good hops. She's going to take a three here. Can't quite get a little short.
Well, she has such great control of her body, Ella Riggs.
Yeah, really good body control. But again, she's an aggressive rebounder, and she may not box a lot, but she's quick off her feet, and good long arms, good reach, good hops. Weaver trying a brick three, and Lauren James kind of got the board, but boy, she almost turned into a misadventure. Just under 4 minutes left to play here in the quarter.
She with a fabulous block.
Take a drive. Nuge throws out a ball away.
By Maddie Antonucci, yeah.
Trying to throw a ball. Kennedy Green in the game, and Kennedy was making a cut down the lane, and Maddie tried to pull a little bit of a not a no look, but Ben Simmons of the 76ers type of play. That's a compliment, Mom and Pa Nuge, because Ben Simmons is phenomenal. Anybody who's ever seen that young man play. But
Ella Riggs driving the basket.
And she's fouled by Shribus as she attacks the bucket, and she's going to go to the line.
Number 42, Samantha Shrabai. At the line. Shooting to number 22, Ella Riggs.
Can't get the
Braves offense has stalled here a little bit in the last few minutes. They've kind of been stuck on 24 for a while.
Yeah. And on the right side, Deer Park hasn't been able to cut into that at all.
No.
Unlike, and that's kind of what happened on a more dramatic fashion at Deer Park, where the Braves suddenly went cold and turned the ball over repeatedly. Took a lot of bad shots, and Deer Park did everything.
From there on, everything Deer Park threw at the basket. I mean, literally threw at the basket. Found its way through the net.
Good hands by Nuge.
Oh, Maddie
More
Antonucci
good
with the
hands by
steal.
Nuge.
She's got Ella Riggs up court. She finds her. Ella pulls up, passes it back out.
Work it around, Kennedy.
Maddie at the top of the key with a three-pointer. Oh, can't quite get up the back of the rim.
There you go.
Long rebound comes out to Ella. Is going to drive to the basket. Pass to Lauren James. Lays it up.
Come on, Lauren, follow your shot. Lauren a little slow. She eventually followed her shot there, but the shooter always has the best angle on whether the ball's going in or not. And I think Lauren, was admiring the shot there. And there's a good board.
Deer Park throws up a wild one. Braves come down with the rebound.
Bring it up for Indian Hill. Come on, bring it in there. Get rid of it. It's a hands-on. These days you saw. Not sure if that's number one. Kenzie Schneeman that was on Kennedy Green.
Maddie Antonucci pulls up. Can't get it. Lauren James with the rebound.
Lauren, come on. You got to make a better shot than that. Janae Rose with the board. Yeah, Lauren's got to, and this goes for everybody. You miss the shot and you get a board inside. You don't necessarily have to go back up with it right there. It's always,
Maddie Antonucci.
You have a lot of people to kick the ball out to.
Ella Riggs. Ella pulls up, back to Maddie. Brings it out to Claire for three-point from the side.
Way short. I could see that when it left her hand. She wasn't ready to shoot. Come on, don't foul, don't foul!
Deer Park, fast break. They get the easy basket.
Yeah, Braves really bad getting back on D. Claire eventually, but she had probably the furthest to run of any of her teammates. So that's just kind of inexcusable for the Braves not to get back on D in that particular situation.
Maddie's going to drive to the hoop.
She got fouled, I think, but can't hit.
Not called. Can't get it to go. Deer Park comes down with the rebound.
Schneeman with the board. Oh, that's a what the heck shot?
Braves really struggling this quarter to score any points. Deer Park gets it up. Kennedy Green with the rebound. Good rebound by Kennedy Green. She'll bring the ball up. Braves really need to find the basket this time down.
Yeah, Maddie's missed a couple of shots here recently. I think the Braves are getting a little too
Ella Riggs pulls up. Can't get it to go off the front of the rim. Claire fights for the rebound. Oh, just can't get it.
Come on, hustle back. Oh, come on.
Oh, and a great block by Ella Riggs to save a basket.
Ella finally got back. Lauren jogging down the court. That's the second time almost in a row that the Braves have failed to, sprint back on defense. And young lady turned what was a 1-on-3 into basically almost a 1-on-0. And I think Rachel's seeing the same thing I just saw and was complaining about, and she's letting her team have it. Yeah, Tom, you're right. The Braves have gone really ice cold here in the last 4 or 5 minutes.
They can't buy a bucket in the second quarter.
Even though they've gotten some good looks, and Maddie's had some good shots, now they're not falling.
I think we've only got 3 points this quarter.
Yeah, Ella. That last shot was a little short, and Claire just unprepared to, back into the game.
Honestly, I can't remember the last field goal the Braves scored. I mean,
Maddie had
was Ella's free throw. Was she win 1 for 2 from
Yeah, Maddie had the last bucket. That's been ages ago, and then there's a couple free throws since then. So we got 40 seconds left here in the first quarter, and
the saving grace is that Deer Park isn't having a whole lot of luck either finding the basket.
Yeah.
So Braves still have a 15-point lead, but that's not, given the experience the other night, that's not a comfortable lead by any means.
Yeah, and you give a decent team like Deer Park opportunities, and eventually it's going to come back to bite you.
Yep.
But you're right. It is good probably that memory is still fresh in their minds from a couple weeks ago. Jane James has been on the floor here for a little bit for the Braves. As Claire almost got tripped by 13. Janae Rose trying to go for the steal. Step in.
Oh, nice pass by Claire down to Jaden James. That's a great heads-up pass by Claire to find her down there.
That ball left her hand. I could not see Jaden getting in there. Put the ball up, Jaden. Put the ball up, Jaden.
Oh, runs out of time.
I didn't see Jaden down there, and so what the heck is Claire throwing that ball? But she saw it better than I did. So.
Yeah, that's the kind of basket I'd like to see the Braves work to get.
Yeah,
work the ball around.
Jaden doing a really good job getting herself open. Went up strong against. Yeah, we're going to take a look real quick at the standings before we take a break here. In halftime, the band's playing, so you can see the Braves are in a virtual tie for first. They played one less league game than Wyoming, and assuming we walk out of here with a victory tonight, the Braves and the Cowboys of Wyoming will be playing for the CHL title this Saturday at noon at Wyoming.
I'll tell you what really stands out there, Chuck, is that you look at the league. Indian Hill not only has the leading scoring offense, but they've got the league's best defense as well.
Absolutely.
In terms of points allowed. That's just an incredible accomplishment given where the Braves have been the last few years.
Yeah, and again, you look at some of the other stats. Obviously we're not seeing here. Those are team stats you see up here. But Maddie Antonucci and Ella Riggs 1-2 in scoring. Ella, Maddie, and Claire 1-2-3 in free throw shooting percentage. All 5 starters: Nina, Annie, Ella, Claire, Maddie, in the top 8 in steals in the CHL. So the Braves are doing it on both ends of the court.
Yeah, but they've had a great year, but this is a big game tonight. They've got to finish this off, and then of course Wyoming on Saturday is. That's going to be for all the marbles.
Yeah,
that game's going to win the CHL.
Unfortunately, the Braves were in the driver's seat, and they still have, the ball is still in their court in terms of, if they win out, they win the league.
They control their destiny.
But, they actually were totally in the driver's seat before the collapse at Deer Park. So now they are faced with a must-win situation. And, they are a better team than Wyoming. I'm not, revealing anything new there. But they still got to get the job done, just as they were a better team than Deer Park. Anyway.
Anything can happen on any given night.
Yeah.
So they got to keep playing hard, keep playing with a lot of intensity. I do like the intensity they're playing with tonight. Baskets weren't going in the second quarter, but they kept the intensity throughout.
Right.
So I think we're going to see a different outcome tonight than we did the other night at Deer Park.
Yep.
But they got to play the half.
So, folks, we're going to take a quick break. We've got about 7 more minutes before the teams are out for the second half. Tom and I are going to go see A Man About a Dog, and we'll be back.
Slingshot. Nope, they're coming back. That was a bullet. Oh, it's got a chance. Oh, 1-1. That's one. Next one is the winner. Next one is the winner. Let it fly! Uh-oh, we're having issues. Ladies are going for the win. That was a little short for the win! We don't count, it's a winner. Fellas win.
Okay, boys and girls, we are back for half number 2. right where we left off, 27-10 Indian Hill as we start quarter number 3. So, Maddie Antonucci, Kate Mars, Claire DeHamill, Ella Riggs, Annie Istrading on the floor for Indian Hill. Nina's still sitting with her 3 fouls. Turn around, girls. There you go. Somebody don't leave her alone. There you go. Braves coming out in a 1-3-1 trap. Claire on the baseline, which can sometimes be an adventure. Oh, gave her a wide open shot. Annie with the boards. Yeah, I mean, Tori Mackey's a flat shot, but Ella can't get the reverse. But yeah, don't give Tori Mackey time out there. She'll hit him. That's what happened against the Braves at Deer Park. Lots of open looks for Deer Park in the third quarter of that game. So first half, again, Maddie Antonucci with 14 of the Braves' 27. That's our total miss. Oh, you know what? Goodness. Schreibus with a wide open shot. But, you know, I think Janae Rose should have had the foresight to, turn around and realize that she had a girl in Claire DeHamill guarding her who's a foot shorter than her. So Claire, nice entry pass into Nucci, who turns around, gets the good quick bucket. 29-12 Braves. Oh, Kate, get your hands up, sweetie. Ball gets over Kate's defense, and it's Janae Rose, and she gets the easy 2-footer. Deer Park in a man-to-man. Claire, come on. Ella's got to go get the ball, but Claire's got to do a much better job making that entry pass. Put a little more mustard on it. So that's a don't foul. Kate with the board. Come on, Kate. Yeah, there's a 2-part lesson there in entry passing. The poster's got to do a good job. The inbounder's got to get the ball to them, and neither one of those girls, Claire or Ella, on that last possession. Now that's a good pass in by Ella Riggs. Nuge can't hit the ball, and Janae Rose is going to get the board.
No, but that's a good pass, good shot.
Yeah, the Braves are starting to look inside a little bit more than they were in the first half. I'm sure that's an adjustment that Rachel went to at halftime. It's good. Don't foul. And Kate comes over and whaps Janae Rose across the arms.
I think that's actually a good foul. You know, that's an easy basket, and you make her earn at the free throw line.
Yeah. And as I mentioned, the first half, although Janae Rose hit her second free throw, she's not a good free throw shooter. So you're right.
That's only Kate's second foul. They got Lauren and Nina on the bench, so I'd make that foul again all day long. But Braves should do a little bit of better job on boxing out to make sure that they get that rebound.
Yeah.
But not an easy task with number 24. She's a tall girl. All right.
Ish with a strong board.
Missed both free throws.
And again, part of that's the nature of the defensive set that they're in right now with, doing the trap with Claire on the baseline. They're going to get swing it. Ooh, that was a dangerous throw. Kick it back out, Ella.
Ella Riggs drives the basket. Up and good.
Wow, nice body control.
Right.
No, I was hoping. I was thinking you should kick that ball out, and she just continued on with it and fought off the defensive pressure and picked up the foul and picked up the bucket. Braves up 31-14, and Super Frost ready to shoot one for an old-fashioned three-pointer. Ooh.
Off the back of the rim.
And Kate just
Park with the rebound.
I'm surprised, Mark Mars, Kate's dad, will always get on her case about not leaving her feet. That was a wide open three.
But not even close to the basket.
Nice
the rebound.
Nice block out.
And he throws it up to Ella. Got a one-on-one to the basket, pulls up,
Can't get
Not
it.
good, but she draws a foul.
No,
Ella
that,
Riggs will be shooting too.
On that defensive rebound, Maddie Antonucci didn't get the rebound, but she created that rebound by just working her tail off on Janae Rose. That created the open space for Annie to go in and get that ball. So, rebounding is a team sport.
First free throw by Ella Riggs. Good.
Yeah, that last one looked a lot more Ella-esque than the one that she missed just a minute ago.
Nice to see the Braves come out in this second half, Chuck, and extend their lead right off the bat. And Ella gets them both. 33-14. 19-point lead for the Braves. 4:45 to go in this third quarter.
Clarity Hamill on the floor, and we got a jump ball. Nope, we got a timeout, Deer Park. Heads up call by Deer Park's coach.
Another of our sponsors, Simpson Klein Realtors. They're your local source for real estate, mortgage, insurance, title, relocation, and home service needs. Go to www.simpsonklein.com. Simpson Klein, a proud sponsor of Indian Hill Athletics.
So it's a full-time out for the Wildcats, and the Braves have pushed their lead up to 19 right now with 4:34 left.
Shareholders, and communities.
And so far, again, the Braves have had some miscues tonight, but overall they played with an aggressiveness and a not their usual tight control of the ball that we've gotten used to, but enough to get the job done and enough to stymie Deer Park and kind of put Deer Park in a situation where they're more normal shooting percentages are coming to the forefront. Oh, nice hands, Kate. Venus makes a nice anticipation and guarding a much shorter inbounder. That's
Deer Park stepped out of bounds. That's going to go back to the Braves.
Yeah, it's Maddie hitting and then made the drive around, and then unfortunately for her, stepped on the end line. She's on Clarity Hamill right now. Riggs up top, looking for the shot, kicks it out to Isherding. Deer Park still running a man. Nice cut.
Yeah,
nice up
pass.
and in. Oh, Maddie couldn't get the control.
Nice over the top pass by Annie Isherding.
And I hate to harp on this, but Sam Stribus did exactly what I had been alluding to earlier. Nice hands, Claire. She stepped over. She knows she's not going to block Maddie Antonucci's shot, and why even try? She stood there. She got in the way. She made life difficult for Maddie, and Maddie made a nice physical twisting effort. Claire with nice defense on Stribus. But she did a good job, and Maddie was unable to convert that shot. But that was a good example. I'll give the Deer Park girls props for that. That was exactly what she should have done in that situation. And anytime you can prevent Maddie Antonucci from making a basket, you've done your job.
No doubt about that.
Kate, don't dribble the ball out in front of you, darling.
Ella Riggs down the middle, kicks it out to Kate Mars for a
trying one for three. Can't control.
In and out.
Oh, Nucci's going to get called for going over the top.
Back,
Now, that's one that's probably, it's one of those like the phantom tag on the bag at second on a double play in baseball. Maddie kind of went straight up, and she's a lot taller, a lot longer arms, and she just went over. But, the ref's in a position under the baseline where he's got to make the assumption that she's, you're allowed to go over the back as long as you don't foul from the back.
Yep.
And I think he made the assumption that Maddie banged into her from the backside, which she didn't. But it is what it is. Braves in a man-to-man right now. Nucci out on Janae Rose, and Maddie ought to be able to stay with her without problem. Oh, come on, Kate, get your hands up. Kate, anticipate.
Oh, block. Oh,
Yep,
they're
she
going to
got
get
fouled.
Kate for the foul. But
I wish Kate really needs to sort of, the ball's in front of her, and she needs to anticipate that pass better. She had a great opportunity to pick one off, just hesitated a little bit.
At the line for Deer Park, number 3, Kieran.
And Nina finally is getting herself out of purgatory, it looks like. Oh, that's that was not a good looking shot.
a little bit off the mark.
Yeah, just a bit outside. So yeah, Nina comes in to replace Kate Mars. 3 minutes under, just a bit under here in quarter number 3. And Nina's going to get that. That's an over the back too. So yeah, if the ball is in, Nooch gets called down here, then quite honestly, Nina should have been able to draw that foul down on this end.
Oh, and Ella's open underneath the basket, goes up.
Can't
Can't get it to go. She gets her own rebound back up.
Oh, that's Nooch.
No, that's Maddie Antonucci.
Yeah, no, that was
get fouled, though.
Claire hitting. That's really good ball movement. Claire to Annie. Annie with a nice pass inside to Ella Riggs. Ella couldn't just quite get it to roll. Nooch with a strong, aggressive board and goes right back up. And that's a nice, thing about Maddie. She's very good about if she gets a board, and Ella does this well too. They get the board, they go right back up. They don't give the defense time to reset. They get it, they bounce, and that's one of the reasons they're getting themselves to the line a pretty good amount in general, but especially here tonight. Maddie
gets them both.
Gets her second. That's her 18th point of the night. Just over half of the Braves total. And the Braves have opened up a 21-point lead. And nice. So get the ball. It was a good steal by Maddie, but quite honestly, that was a position steal because the girl tried to work it in, and Maddie just happened to be right there. So not so much a steal as it was a hard work to get position to begin with.
Annie tried
That's
to force the pass.
I thought it was
Maddie
going to be a
came
jump
up with
ball.
it.
Nina's going to get the shot. 3 seconds on the Braves.
Nina finally gets a basket, and it's called off.
Yeah.
Returning for Deer Park, number 42, Samantha Chavez.
Good passing by the Braves down on that end, though.
So Hinton will bring the ball up for Deer Park. Got Maddie Hinton, Tori Mackey, Janae Rose, Bailey Weaver, and Sam Schreibus on the floor.
Deer Park with a long three-pointer, no good. Maddie with the rebound.
She goes down
She
hard.
loses it.
Oh, stop dribbling the ball, Annie. Go on the floor. Get on the floor. Get on the
There's
floor.
a travel there somewhere, but
3 seconds.
Maddie Antonucci comes up with the ball. She's going to go all the way to the basket and draws a foul.
Yeah, Maddie
she
crashed.
draws a tough foul.
Maddie blew down the court on that, and she crashed. I think she's going to be okay, but she just, I think, got whacked, and then got whacked again by the Braves barrier there at the end. So Nooch is gonna. That's a good job by the referees, giving her a few seconds extra to get her bearings.
Maddie Hinton, her third.
It's 3 on Maddie Hinton for Deer Park, and their 4th team foul.
Maddie Antonucci drains the first free throw.
Yeah, after the Braves got off to some foul trouble early and picked up their 5th team foul early in the first half, neither team has gotten themselves into serious foul trouble, either individually or team foul-wise. Weaver up top with Claire DeHamel on her, and Maddie tips it away from Janae Rose. And again, to my point about playing the post, Janae Rose just standing there. Nina gets it knocked away. And
Maddie comes up with a steal. And she loses, but
steps out of bounds first. A nice hustle by
great
Nooch.
effort by Maddie Antonucci. Almost comes up with the steal.
Yeah, but you saw that earlier possession. Janae Rose, Annie Istrading comes up with the steal, but it's because Janae Rose stood flat-footed, didn't go to get the ball, didn't use her backside to create space between her. Nice drive by Bailey Weaver.
Braves don't box out, and Janae Rose gets an easy basket.
So just under a minute.
Ella Riggs she goes to the hoop. She's under the basket. She's not going to get that to fall.
Yeah, I think she should have gotten rid of that ball just a little, put that shot up just a little sooner. I think she tried to get in and then realized, got herself more under the basket. And that's
Annie Isfording with a nice steal.
Good anticipation by Annie. Just pick the ball up.
Yep. She's got the ball.
And Tori Mackey is going to get called for foul. She's quite ticked off about that. I don't know what, from our angle, I don't know what she's, if she has a beef or not, but it doesn't matter. We're not in charge, and the refs are. LJ back into the game for the Braves. Replacing Maddie Antonucci, so Nucci's going to get a well-deserved break. She's been, the Braves obviously their scoring leader, but also she's been a leader on the floor in the last couple minutes with some substantial hustle. Going everywhere, diving on the floor, working her tail off. They're trying to post up on the foul line extended. Braves going to burn a little clock
Looks like
here.
Braves are going to work for the last shot of the quarter. 10 seconds to go in the quarter.
8, 7, 6.
Come on!
Oh, there you go. Lauren James.
Well, that was pretty discombobulated. I think Claire drive in, and I don't know if she sort of lost control or not, but managed to find a way to get it to Lauren James, and LJ puts it in at the buzzer.
We'll take it. Whatever works. That's the second basket this game the Braves have put in with about 1.1 second to go in the quarter. They did it after the first quarter, and now they do it at the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, I thought
that gives them a 23-point lead heading into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I thought for sure they were going to
blow
that opportunity.
No lead is safe, but I'm feeling better.
Sure, that'd be great, folks. We're gonna take a quick look at that last play.
Find the community educational and school-focused program.
Claire kind of losing control a little bit, but gets control back here at the last second as she drives the lane. So she wasn't able to get
very alertly picks up the ball.
Yeah, she wasn't able to get enough on that pass as much as she wanted to, and Lauren Johnny on the spot though. I know Claire was trying to get her the ball, but just kind of bobbled it a little bit. But Lauren right there to put it in, and a fortuitous break for the Braves.
Braves have got 6 players on the court.
They're going to get
called.
a technical foul.
Lauren James went on the court.
And unfortunately, that's not a 5-yard penalty and repeat first down. That's a technical foul. Now, I don't know. The Braves are trying to get off the floor, and the ref could have not put the ball into play. That's maybe the referee's fault, too. That's going to be a bench technical, and it looks like Tori Mackey is going to get to shoot the tee for Deer Park, and of course then the Wildcats will get the ball coming out as well. And Karma makes her miss the first one. But not the second. So yeah, it's an unfortunate communication error on the Braves' part, and I'm not. Part of that, is coming out of the break late, and just as the Braves were tardy to get out to the floor to start the second half. Oh, nice give and go. Nina not able to get over there in time, but that was a nice give and go. Go strong, Annie.
Oh,
Janae Rose does what she does best, which is be tall.
That's a 9-inch height advantage coming into play there.
And that's one where Annie could go in more of like a power entry and when you have a shot blocker coming at you, the best course of action, go right at them. Put a body on them. Don't let them leave their feet. And Janae Rose was able to leave her feet and get up, and that's a double dribble on Annie Isfording.
A little bit of a sloppy start here in the fourth quarter for the Braves.
Yeah, but going back to what I was saying about, that's about the 7th or 8th time during the course of this season that the Braves have been really slow coming out of a timeout, really slow coming out of halftime. They came out of that particular timeout tardy, and there was confusion about who was on the floor, and the refs already handing the ball to the offensive player.
Deer Park with three-pointer doesn't go, but, there's nobody there but Deer Park to get the rebound. And there's Ella Riggs picking up the rebound.
Almost traveled as she got knocked
Braves
under.
have got a
knocked
4-on-2.
off bounds.
They pull it up.
Oh, Claire was open there for a second.
Yeah, they had a path to the basket, though. Didn't quite take advantage of it. They'll reset the offense.
So, take that shot, Annie.
Annie wins for three-pointer, not good.
Nooch can't handle the ball on the under the basket. Can't quite corral that rebound. Braves in a it's a sort of a modified 2-3, and Schreibus, it's a wide open shot and cans it. And it's now an 18-point Braves advantage as Deer Park calls a timeout. See what they'll come out with. Yeah, you're right, Tom. The kind of a disorganized start to the fourth quarter for the Braves.
Yeah, Braves got to come out and play like it's a 4-point lead. Keep pushing it. Keep being aggressive.
Yeah, this has been kind of a hot and cold game for Indian Hill. They raced out early, and then, as you alluded to earlier, they were stuck on, what was it, 24 points, 25 points there for a long time.
They scored 3 points in the second quarter.
Yeah, and again, as you said, that they held Deer Park down during that same time frame, but as we know, the Wildcats are quite capable. So the 5 normal starters for the Braves on the floor. 6.5 left to go in the game. Braves up by 18. And it should be Indian Hill's ball.
Yep.
I think the refs were even confused a little bit there.
Deer Park's going to press. Nina gets it into Annie. Just running back to Nina.
Now she ought to be able to handle Rose defensively. I mean, Janae's got a few inches on Nina.
Claire,
Annie, or
nice.
Ella just couldn't handle that ball.
Yeah, she had
nice
a nice look at the basket.
That's a carry, too.
Oh, nice pass by Ella Riggs to Maddie Antonucci on the ball. Gets stuck up in the rim.
No, Ella got away. The ref is right there, and Ella kind of palmed the ball there as she drove to the basket. But that was a nice baseline drive by Claire. And let's see. The ref's going to... Nope, he's a little bit short. Yeah, we're going to be smart about this, guys. Matt Haskamp, the athletic director, is going to knock it out. So it will be Deer Park ball.
That'll be a turnover. Deer Park ball, 6 minutes to go. Braves holding to an 18-point lead.
So Hinton will bring the ball, but Claire DeHamel on her. And Ella, if you turned around, that ball was... And
they find Janae Rose for an easy basket underneath. Braves are going to have to deny her the ball down low.
Ella, come on, pass.
Izzo. Ella turns around and gets an easy pass to the basket.
I was going to criticize...
Great move by Ella Riggs.
Yeah, I was going to criticize Ella for not kicking the ball out to Claire and Maddie wide open there.
No, I think they thought she was going to kick it out. The defenders all left her, and then she took a wide-open path to the basket.
And like Moses in the Red Sea, the defense just sort of parted there, and Ella was left wide open.
Deer Park with another offensive rebound. Nina with a block.
Nina didn't move. Nina didn't move.
Still and just use her arms.
Yeah, she didn't jump.
Ella Riggs under the basket to Nina, pulls up.
Roll.
Can't get it to fall.
That was a nice look and nice shot by Nina.
Nina still looking for her first basket of the night.
An inch off.
Good transition by the Braves there. And Deer Park lose out, go back to the Braves.
And all the harping I've been doing during this broadcast about defenders not reaching in fouling, Maddie did exactly what she was supposed to do there. Love that move. She goes in, hands straight up, didn't reach in, stayed vertical, and Deer Park turned it over. And that's these kids are going to miss a lot of shots. Good drive, Annie Ishrading.
Nice straight to the hoop by Annie Ishrading. Maddie Antonucci there for the rebound, lays it in.
Nobody blocking out for Deer Park.
Great drive to the basket by Annie, though. Seeing the open lane and takes it and couldn't get the ball to go, but she opened up the defense, and Maddie Antonucci was right there for the rebound.
Yeah, Maddie's, I don't think, ever going to get an easier rebound and bucket than that.
Janae Rose goes to the basket.
And she's going to, they called a jump ball.
No, I think they're going to call a foul on Janae Rose.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
As it should be. Yeah, I was so surprised.
Yep.
Because if they called Nooch for the foul earlier in the third quarter, reaching over, that was most definitely a reach over.
The way they've called the fouls this game, that was absolutely a foul. So Braves will bring the ball back up, the 20-point lead. Nina goes
nice.
How is there not a foul called there?
Wow.
I
thought Maddie might have sprained her ankle or something.
Oh, and Deer Park comes back with a quick bucket in transition.
Number 4, Maddie.
Nice pass from Nina underneath to Maddie. I don't know how they didn't call that a foul. Though.
Yeah, I don't know if those. I mean, again, from our vantage point, I was thinking, well, maybe Maddie got her feet tangled or something, but difficult to see. But now the band's playing and we can't hear ourselves talk, so we'll shut up for a minute.
Indian Hill Band is supplemented tonight by 2 guest drummer and on the keyboards, really belting out some great tunes tonight. Yeah,
the drummer there, that's Steve Strider, former music teacher at Indian Hill, and my 7th or 8th grade, I can't remember, music teacher when I went to school.
He's fantastic.
Yeah, he retired a few years back and been a fixture of a... Nina
Claire,
wide open.
Yeah, great pass from senior to senior. Claire to Hamill, a beautiful pass underneath to Nina.
Yeah, you think they've done that before once or twice over the last 10 years.
Great to see those two getting it to work. Puts the lead back to 20.
Yeah, again, I'm not... I wasn't watching Nina lead in. Okay, nice box out. Kate Mars. Look up.
Ella Riggs, she's got Maddie underneath, but she's going to go to the basket. And
make the quick pass.
Janae Rose going to come in with the last minute
block. Make the
block.
quick pass.
Yeah.
Maddie was right there. Just get, it's like one of those quick touch pass type of scenarios.
I'll tell you, I'll get Janae Rose credit. That's good defense. She came back and she got back there and recovered and made a nice block.
And again, she's tall.
Yep. Well,
nice.
Use right to Ella Riggs down low. Can't get it 12. Nina with the rebound. She's going to get fouled. Nina will be shooting 2.
And I'll tell you what, the Braves this half have, maybe not every possession, but they have gone inside so much more.
Yep.
They have Maddie Antonucci posting, Ella Riggs posting. They have really made a concerted effort to get the ball in deep, and it's worked. They've pushed their lead out. Ella Riggs is going to get a rest here with 3 minutes left to play, and Annie Ishrading back into the game.
Nina with the second free throw. It's long. She gets a senior bounce.
Yes, sir.
She'll take it.
So an even 3 left to play. And, the Braves up by 21. I think even a monumental collapse isn't going to happen now. But
almost a great steal by Annie Ishrading.
Yeah.
Annie playing great heads-up defense.
Yeah.
And she forces a double dribble.
Although, not to diss Maddie there, or Annie, but that was a terrible pass as well. Kind of threw it right in her direction, and Annie. Nina.
Annie,
look
Nina
up.
Right wide open down the middle of the lane.
Yeah, nice flash by Nina Price, and I think Annie was kind of looking down at the ball as she dribbled.
Yeah.
Whip it around, Kate. Yeah, even even when that entry pass isn't working, it's working. Because, again, that was probably not a smart foul on Deer Park's part because Maddie was receiving the ball in the middle of paint, but she was not in the best position to shoot. Not anything to do with her her move or anything, but she kind of caught the ball and had to make a quite quick spin around.
Well, I think Deer Park has given up on their monumental comeback because they just unloaded their bench.
Yep.
And
they're
the Braves are really now probably thinking to themselves, what the heck happened the other night?
Yeah, their seniors
but
are
it's the way it goes.
All 5 Deer Park starters, the 4 seniors and Janae Rose are all sitting as of right now. Nina's gonna, nope, almost. Come on, Kate, grab that ball.
Nina, watch behind you. She gets the Danny Isfording. I'd love to see Rachel put in all the seniors right now. This game's pretty much locked up.
Yeah,
I think she's going to get Aya and Lauren back in.
Yeah, I think that's what was.
It'd be great to have the seniors finish this game out with 2 minutes to go.
That was the, I'm sure, the intent of that particular timeout.
Yep.
As Lauren and I were sitting there at the scorer's table and might not have gotten the opportunity to get back in.
Yep, looks like that's exactly what she's going to do. All 5 seniors on the floor.
It's okay to shoot.
Love to see if we could get Aya the Tiger Alzubi a basket here.
I haven't heard that one before.
Aya the Tiger.
That's pretty good. I would never have come up with that one.
I didn't come up with that. I think Kate down low to Nina, loses the ball. It's going to go back to Deer Park. Nice feed in low by Kate Mars to Nina. Nina just couldn't quite hang on to the ball.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Aya the Tiger to go along with, I think Emily Marrero was one that came up with Claire's soccer nickname of Claire de Blur. That was a kick.
Yeah, a kick by Aya.
But Claire's not exactly a blur. And Claire's going to get a seat.
They'll bring in the last senior. Good hand for Claire DeHamel, well deserved.
So a minute 30 left, and this one is all over. 25 only for Deer Park.
With a long three-pointer, no good.
That's Kenzie Schneeman, the sophomore, who just took that shot for Deer Park. Kira Crockett, number 3, and Abby Rice.
Another long three-pointer, no good.
Nina's going to get that board.
Nina's going to come up with the rebound. Bring it up.
Abby Rice is the heir apparent at point guard, number 13 for Deer Park. Next year, the junior usually gets a pretty decent amount of playing time for the Wildcats in their regular rotation, as does Kenzie Schneeman. But Deer Park is going to be hard-pressed and hit hard
Nina,
by...
nice pass underneath, but...
Alana Love just kind of didn't know quite what to do with that ball in that situation. And now the Dogs are totally called off.
All right, now the JV team comes in. The seniors will get a nice, well-deserved standing ovation from the home crowd.
So,
all right, 1 down, 1 to go. Well, 2 to go. 1 big one to go.
Yeah.
Saturday against Wyoming.
Nora Stern kind of almost handed the ball to Kenzie Schneeman for Deer Park, and the Wildcats are going to get an opportunity to put the ball in the bucket here, but 30 seconds to go. Yeah, Saturday's the biggie.
Yep.
It's going to be for all the marbles over Wyoming. Noon tip-off for the varsity. A little bit of an odd early start time for a Saturday game. But, yeah, the Braves will be looking to sweep the Wyoming Cowboys for the first time in, I don't know, a long time. Many years.
A lot riding on that game.
Oh, there's a
errant pass
by Julia
Deer
Miller.
Park go down and get the easy lay-in.
So this one's all over, folks. We appreciate you watching. I'm sure a lot of you have watched this in replay. Great opportunity to honor our seniors, and the band's going to crank it up, so Tom and I have no chance of over-talking them. So we appreciate. We're going to be back Monday for the final home game. We're going to live stream that against Taylor. That's Monday, so 5 days from now. And but of course, in the meantime, as Tom mentioned, we play at Wyoming for all the marbles, and then it's on to the tournament at. I think all the games that we're going to play, at least in the first 3 rounds, if we make it that far, are going to be at Walnut Hills. First game on Valentine's Day, 7:30 p.m. Hope all the Braves fans come out. So we're going to let our go down and see our own kids, celebrate their senior night with them. And thanks for watching, folks. Have a good evening.
Exclusive coverage of tonight's game on the Indian Hill Television Network has been a copyrighted presentation of the Indian Hill High School Video Department.